Morning, everybody. Welcome to CubeFit Release. My name's Emily. Sorry, I'm having some technical difficulties with my microphone, so we're not going to use it today. But we're going to focus on a lower body release. So go ahead and stand up. First, we're going to focus on the feet here. So what we'll do is we're going to take that lacrosse ball. We're going to place it just on the foot, right where you would have the heel here. And then from there, what we're going to do is we're going to start with that just underneath the heel. And then from there, we're going to roll just to the bottom of those toes here. So finding those tender spots, when you do find those spots, to hold that pressure, really breathe through it. And then once you feel like that pain has gone away, go ahead and continue to roll. Remember, you can be seated, you can be standing. So if you're going to be seated, you're just going to add a little bit less pressure. And then if you're going to be standing, you'll have some more pressure there. Nice and easy here. We got about another 30 seconds before we switch sides. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and switch feet. Same thing, just place that right on the heel, right above the heel there, right on that arch of that foot. Doing great. We got about another 30 seconds here, and then we're going to move on to the calves. Good, nice job. We're going to move on to the calves. We're going to do a couple different ways here with this. So what we'll do, first one, we're going to be seated in an Indian style, however is most comfortable for you. We're going to find the shin bone here, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go just on the outside of that belly region. So just where the muscle is, we're going to place that lacrosse ball right there. We're going to hold that pressure, and then I just like to go ahead and scan the area, maybe going back and forth, side to side between two spots, and then I'll go ahead and move the ball a little bit closer towards my ankle, or if you started at your ankle, moving your way up. And just holding that pressure, breathing through it, holding it even more when you find those tender spots and when it's needed. When you find those tender spots, you can add in some movements with those ankles going up and down like a gas pedal or side to side, back and forth. Make sure you're getting the whole entire area. We're going from just below that knee all the way to the top of that ankle. Good. Let's go ahead and switch legs here. Nice job with that. Same thing, either starting from just below that knee or the top of that ankle, making sure you're getting the whole surface area here. Got about another 30 seconds. And then we're actually going to go to the back side of the calf now. So I'll show you how to do that. Good, nice job. All right, so to get the back side of the calf, same thing. We want to go from the top of that ankle all the way to just below that knee. And so what you'll do is you'll place that lacrosse ball just on that calf. And so you can do it a couple different ways. You can be on your butt and kind of just guide yourself on a certain area, or you can lift yourself up on your hands here and you can move up and down to really get the whole surface area. So just kind of depends what's most comfortable to you. Sometimes when I find those tender spots in a specific area, I'll just let my butt sit on the ground and I can really hold that pressure. And then also when you find those spots, you might need some extra added pressure. So that's when you'll go ahead and just add that opposite leg on top of the other leg here. And that'll just help give you some extra added pressure when you're trying to work through those tender spots. I also like to rotate my foot. So I'll rotate my foot just to make sure that I have kind of bigger calves, so just making sure I'm getting the whole belly underneath. I'm rotating that foot just to make sure I'm getting each side. So just kind of be conscious of that while you're doing it. Sometimes doing the calves takes a little bit longer than the other body parts just because of that reason. Want to make sure we're getting the whole thing. Same thing when you find those tender spots, like we were doing earlier with the calves. When you find them, you can do those feet movements, so up and down like a gas pedal or side to side. All right, let's go ahead, switch sides. Nice job with that. All right, nice job with that. Last area that we're gonna be on, we're gonna go to just the quads. So a couple different ways we can do this one. Just wanna make sure that everyone knows that when you do the quads, they can be pretty tender, especially when you're using the lacrosse ball compared to a foam roller. It's just a little bit more specific, and so it can be a little more painful. So just be aware of that and just be conscious of it. So what we'll do is we're going to place that lacrosse ball. I like to put it in about the middle of my quad so that when I roll down or lay down and I start rolling, I'm making sure that I'm getting the entire quad because your quad's a big muscle. So you want to make sure that you're getting the whole entire surface area. So go ahead, take that lacrosse ball, put it on, like I said, just the middle of that quad, and then you're going to lay down on it just like you would if you were on a foam roller, sitting on your forearms, just like so, and then just kind of guiding yourself back and forth, up and down. Being conscious when you find those tender spots to really hold that pressure when you do. You can add in some leg movements, so kicking that ankle up towards the glute and then back down towards the ground. You can also rotate the leg out a little bit. Make sure you get the whole surface area. Like I said, the quad's a big muscle, so we want to make sure we're getting the whole entire thing. Good, let's go ahead and switch sides. Nice job with that. Doing great here. We got about another 30 seconds. Now we're gonna wrap up class. You're doing awesome. All right, nice job, everybody. Come out of that nice and easy. Whew. All right, nice job today. Thanks for joining me on CubeFit Release. My name is Emily. Hope you guys have a great Monday, great rest of your week. We'll see you guys next time.